All right, guys, this is fun. So this video came out a few days ago, probably 5 days ago or something like that. But I had to share it with you because I just came across it the other day. So Alex Jones, he originally was riding Ron DeSantis's nutsack, as we saw, we covered it, and then he did an about face because his audience, there was massive backlash and they're more pro-Trump. So he comes out there and his whole thing is like, look, DeSantis is better on the vaccine because Alex Jones is anti-vaccine. He feels like DeSantis has fed more into that. But he says Trump is better at avoiding World War III because Trump is better on the issue of Russia and Ukraine. This is from his perspective, right? Now, by the way, I'm surprised he even gave us like some sort of policy analysis because it's Alex Jones we're talking about. But hey, he, agree or disagree with his criteria, he at least had some sort of policy thing, right? So he was pro-DeSantis, then he flipped to being pro-Trump after audience backlash, and then he's sort of been walking the line between the both of them and, sort of playing footsie with both, if anything, leaning more pro-Trump. But here, we have the old Mongolian reversal on you. So look at this. This is after Trump's indictment and his speech at Mar-a-Lago. Now, you would think this is Alex Jones' bread and butter. He's going to be like, yeah, Donald Trump standing up to the deep state, tremendous, amazing, never seen anything like this before. This guy's a hero. But no. Quite the opposite. So look at his take and then we'll break it down.
Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Woo! That's not the sound I want to hear. But this is one of my big irritants with high-level Trump supporters. They're in there drinking. It's a big carnival. They love being near the president. They love the fancy, beautiful architecture. And they just, it's like a beauty pageant or something. Like they feel like they've arrived. I've seen it. I've been around it. And there is just a delirium. And the same thing happened at his rallies. Oh, we're invincible. Oh, we can't be stopped. It was just drove me crazy. But sometimes there's 2 minutes of applause and whooping and hollering, and it's like they're having fun. This is not fun. I've just been around the Trump people and around Trump when there's people around, and everybody's like all high and like can't believe they're there, and it's like they're in the cool kid club. And I've been saying that for 6 years, but he never did it. And if Trump had listened to me more, we wouldn't be in this situation. I think it's obvious. I told him all about the deep state, how they were doing it, gave them the specifics, where they were at, why they came after us so hard.
Oh, this guy's so funny, man. I mean, look, again, to try to pretend like Trump is anti-deep state and he's against the establishment and the elites, he is the elite, Alex. But you know this. His biggest legislative accomplishment was a tax cut where $1.7 trillion were given to the wealthy, 83% of it. He destroyed the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which was actually fighting the elitists and the establishment, returned $12 billion to defrauded Americans when big financial institutions ripped off the American people. Those are the elites. That's the deep state. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau was fighting that, and Trump decided to destroy the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. He sided with the predatory payday loan industry, which preys on poor people, low-income people. What are we talking about? He tried to coup Venezuela. He assassinated a top Iranian commander who was fighting ISIS on the ground. Again, you guys know my whole spiel. It's just to point out Trump is the establishment. And this, I told him about the deep state. I told him to go. And for Jones to support DeSantis and Trump, he is supporting the establishment. He is doing that. Okay, but now to the main point here. Man, this should be Alex Jones' bread and butter to be like, yeah, Trump's fighting the deep state. This is what he's doing. They're coming after him, political prosecution, blah, blah, blah. He's not. He's taking the opposite position. What? Why? Well, like, where'd this come from? And I don't know. Maybe it's just, Alex Jones' contrarian instinct. He loves to be a contrarian. And so this is like he sees that all the Trump supporters are really being sycophantic about this, really falling in line. His numbers have gone up in a Republican primary. And Alex Jones is pumping the brakes a little bit and being like, look, man, you might love him, but he's under this investigation right now. And this is not something to be happy about. This is not something that's joyous. This is not something that's good. Like, this is something you should take seriously. And so it's a total reversal from Alex Jones here, total flipping it on its head, the exact opposite reaction that I thought he would have. But look, understand something. You're criticizing Trump because he's got cult-like followers. You're Alex Jones. You convinced millions of people that Sandy Hook was a conspiracy where Obama was going to come and take everybody's guns, and Obama didn't come and take anybody's guns. He got nothing done on gun reform whatsoever. So for you to say somebody else has a cult-like following, I mean, look, Trump does, right? But so do you, Alex. So do you. So I don't know. Look, maybe this whole video was out of context, right? Maybe there was a deeper point where he was giving Trump more credit, and this was his minor criticism on the side. I don't know. There were a lot of edits in that video. I'm not sure, right? But I don't know, man. Does it look to you like he's slowly tiptoeing back to being pro DeSantis? Is that what it looks like to you? Maybe. I don't know. The final point I'll make is this, though. I don't know if Alex is just being contrarian here, right? Or if he's doing the thing that I've been saying for a while now, which is sometimes when it comes to political analysis, people have terminal online brain. They're massive political junkies. They don't know how to turn that off and see it from a normie perspective. What Alex may be doing here is channeling the normie, right? And this is what I've told you guys from the beginning. Yeah, Trump's numbers are going to go up, and they're going to keep going up with this indictment, with all the circus around it. But the fact of the matter is this. As his numbers go up in the primary, it's going down in the general. And the take from people is, look, where there's smoke, there's fire. You got all these investigations into you. You got all these potential indictments. You're probably going to have some convictions. Don't tell me you didn't do anything wrong. You did something wrong, dog. You did something wrong. And there's this like default respect for authority thing that happens in the U.S. And so, yeah, I think they trust the FBI, the DOJ. People trust them more than they trust Trump. They do. You think of bureaucrats in suits and ties, very serious people, and then you see Donald Trump, the reality star buffoon. And the normie response here in a general election is like, too much drama with that guy. Too much going on. Guilty of something. Let's move on. And Alex may be channeling that, right? He may be channeling that idea, that notion. Again, I don't know if it's the contrarianism. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if he's trying to hop back on Team DeSantis, the DeSantis bandwagon. But this is more criticism than he usually gives Donald Trump. And it's coming at an interesting time, at a time when Alex's own audience could flip it back on him and say, look at you, now you're serving the deep state. You're serving the establishment. Because you're, going after Trump at a time when he's under attack from everybody, all the Soros-funded DAs, bro, and all that stuff. So, fascinating video. Very, very surprising to say the least. If you want to see me and Crystal Ball interview legends like Noam Chomsky, Cornel West, and more, subscribe to Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. $5 a month gets you the video version a day early. Remember, we take 0 ad dollars for this podcast. Or you can sign up on Substack for free and get the audio version a day later. Link in the video description box below.